Hello, good afternoon, good morning, and good day, depending on where you currently are. Thanks to everyone for showing a lot of love and support for our previous videos. Um, it definitely really means a lot to us, and I'm glad we've been able to help a lot of people. So, and everyone that's contacting us in our inbox, requesting certain information, they want to know what they got to do, especially with the midseason signing period. You want information on how to approach the midseason signing period, what do coaches look for, and what things are important. So, one thing as a team owner, as someone who's been in this industry for about 8 years as an owner and who scouted many Americans for my team or foreign players, and foreign players and Americans for other teams, who's been to many camps, showcases, seminars. I can tell you one thing from speaking and communicating with a lot of different coaches. One factor that you will most likely underestimate is your social media. The social media, I didn't realize it when I was younger, but I now realize how important it really is. Uh, you know, Coaches and owners, they don't really have they can't tell what kind of person you are. They can't tell anything about your personality or character by your 5 or 6 minute highlight tape or your game film or any of that. What they do is to find out more about you and every one of them has constantly said this is what they do is they go to your Instagram, to your Facebook, Twitter, any of your social media platforms, even LinkedIn, to find out information about you. If you're dramatic, if you're someone who's previously called out previous agents, coaches, showcases, tours, camps, if you've been on another team and you've complained about whether the room, the practices, the coach, any of that, it's a factor that could really determine, if you could be selected by a team. Even, look at it this way: being a professional, look at guys in the NBA. As soon as they write something on Twitter about someone, they could lose their job. So always remain professional. Even though you're not in the NBA, act professional as you probably were. Don't ridicule, don't insult, don't allow social media to ruin your career, because you really could be surprised how much someone who is dramatic can end up not getting an opportunity because of political stance on certain things, or just small things that could really make a big difference. Next thing is, this is more for guys who have already been overseas, who've played say on 5 teams in 2 years. So guys, I've got several clients who played on several teams in a couple of years, and they can't get a job, and it's a little more difficult for them. And they're like, "Oh, why can I get a job? I played on this team." Now let me ask you something: would you date a girl who's been with 5 guys, who's had 5 boyfriends in the past month? Probably not, right? That's automatically a risk. So, if you've had guys who've played on several teams in a very small period of time, they're most likely a flight risk. Someone who, as soon as you start losing, the weather changes, they're most likely going to leave, and they're going to social media network their way into another job opening. So, those guys like that are risk. Guys like that really get more luck than anything. So guys like that have more luck than anything really in general, but it's not really that good of a look as you may think so. So don't let that mislead you into thinking that it's good. It's not. So next thing we're going to talk about is politics. You'd be very surprised how much politics are involved in European basketball or international overseas basketball, just in general. There's going to be many times, you might get the crappy end of the stick. I got guys very often contact me. "Oh man, I'm better than this guy. I've destroyed him in this league, but he's playing overseas and I'm not. Why is that?" I hate to tell them, and they're very hurt when I tell them, but it's politics. They did something. They probably did something. They probably knew somebody that got them on. Maybe a player who's already on the team that's a good friend of theirs got them the job. So there's a lot of politics. All you can really do is show love to the ones who've made it, because God's plan is different. You're going to get an opportunity. Your time will come, especially if you put the work in. But it's a long road. You got to trust the process, and you got to understand, man, once you get that opportunity, you would be very, very surprised when it's the last time you put on the team uniform. So, I hope this helped. Also, one thing I want to kind of touch base on is your highlight film. And whenever you send your stuff out to coaches, make sure whenever you send your stuff out to coaches, you're not sending game film without highlights. They don't want to see your game film if they've not seen highlights. No one will. The quality of it is very important also. Now, it's kind of like going to a movie theater. Do you go to a movie theater without seeing a trailer? Probably not, right? So these guys are not going to look at your film if they've not seen your highlight. They have to see a couple of highlights to actually get into the game film. If a team is looking at your game film, that's a good sign. They've made the next step. But they're not going to go to the next step without the highlights. So, thank you everyone for showing love to these videos. I hope that this helps. I also created a YouTube channel where you can find all the previous videos that we did. You can find them in one place. So, maybe that will be able to assist you. Share them. Maybe it could help someone. Maybe if not you, it could help someone else. So, thank you everyone. And I hope that everyone gets an opportunity to follow their dreams and reach their goals. Have a blessed day.